Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope you're all doing fine, and today we're gonna continue with the sixth part of A Ruler of Man. So let's do this. General Timbalo, the commandant, was rolling down the steps of his residential dugout, waving a 5-foot saber in his hand. He wore his cocked and plumed hat and his dress parade coat covered with gold braid and buttons. Gold braid and buttons. Sky blue pajamas, one rubber boot, and one red plush slipper completed his makeup. The general has heard the cannon and he puffed down the sidewalk towards the soldiers' barracks as fast as his rudely awakened 200 pounds could travel. O'Connor sees him and lets out a battle cry, and draws his father's sword and rushes across the street and tackles the enemy. Tackles. Right there in the street, he and the general gave an exhibition of blacksmithing and butchery. Sparks flew from their blades. The general roared, and O'Connor gave the slogan of his race and proclivities. Then the general's saber broke in two, and he took to his ginger-colored heels, crying out, "Policios!" at every jump. O'Connor chased him a block, imbued with the sentiment of manslaughter, and slicing buttons off the general's coattails with a paternal weapon. At the corner, 5 barefooted policemen in cotton undershirts and straw hats climbed over O'Connor and subjugated him according to his municipal statutes. They brought him past the late revolutionary headquarters on the way to jail. I stood in the door. A policeman had him by each hand and foot, and they dragged him on his back through the grass like a turtle. Twice they stopped, and then the old policeman took another's place while he rolled a cigarette. The great soldier of fortune turned his head and looked at me as they passed. I blushed and lit another cigar. The procession passed on, and at 10 minutes past 12, everybody had gone back to sleep again. In the afternoon, the interpreter came around and smiled as he laid his hand on the big red jar we usually kept ice water in. "The iceman didn't call today," says I. "What's the matter with everything, Sancho?" "Oh yes," said the liver-colored linguist. "They just tell me in the town. Very bad, very bad act that Senor O'Connor make fight with General Tumbalo. Yes, General Tumbalo, great soldier and big mans." "What will they do to Mr. O'Connor?" I asked. I talk little while presently with Gilles de la Paz. "What do you call justice with the peace," says Sancho. "He tell me in very bad crime that one Senator Americano try kill General Tumbala. He says they keep Senor O'Connor in jail 6 months, then have trial and shoot him with guns. Very sorry. How about this revolution that was to be pulled off? I asked. Oh, says this Sancho, I think too hot weather for a revolution. A revolution better in winter time. Maybe so next winter. Queen sabe? But the cannon went off, says I. The signal was given. That big sound, says Sancho, grinning. The boiler in ice factory he blew up. Boom. The boiler in ice factory he blew up. Boom. Wake everybody up for siesta. Very sorry, no ice. Mucho hot day. About sunset, I went over to the jail and they let me talk to O'Connor through the bars. What's the news, Bowers? Says he. Have we taken the town? I've been expecting a rescue party all the afternoon. I haven't heard any firing. Has any word been received from the capital? Take it easy, Barney, says I. I think there's been a change of plans. There's something more important to talk about. Have you any money? I have not, says O'Connor. The last dollar went to pay our hotel bill yesterday. Did our troops capture the custom house? There ought to be plenty of government money there. Sir, segregate your mind from battles, says I. I've been making inquiries. You're to be shot 6 months from date for assault and battery. I'm expecting to receive 50 years at hard labor for vagrancy. All they furnish you while you're a prisoner is water. You depend on your friends for food. I'll see what I can do. I went away for and found a silver Chile dollar in an old west of O'Connor's. I took some fried fish and rice for his supper. In the morning I went down to a lagoon and had a drink of water and then went back to the jail. O'Connor had a porterhouse steak look in his eye. Barney, says I found a pond full of the finest kind of water. It's the grandest, sweetest, purest water in the world. Say the word, and I'll go fetch you a bucket of it, and you can throw this wild government stuff out of the window. I'll do anything I can for a friend. Has it come to this, says O'Connor, ragging up, and down his cell. Am I to be starved to death and then shot? I'll make those traitors feel the weight of an O'Connor hand when I get out of this. And then he comes to the bars and speaks softer. Has nothing been heard from Donna Isabel? He asks. Though every one else in the world fails, says he. I trust those eyes of hers. She will find a way to effect my release. Do you think you could communicate with her? One word from her, even a rose, would make me sorrow. Sorrow. But I don't let her know except with the utmost delicacy, Bowers. These hybrid Castilians are sensitive and proud. Alright, guys. Thank you for joining me today, and see you tomorrow on the 7th part. Thank you. Bye.